Pretty great highlight right there.
Thank you. Yeah, it felt great, man. I'm excited. Hope I get that 50K.
No doubt. And I mean, for us, obviously, I think the crowd loves the visuals of like a walk-off knockout. Going through your mind, like when you hit him, did you know it was over? Like, is there any like, maybe I should jump in there just to make sure?
Yeah, so I hit him on the feet right before that, and I saw in his eyes a little bit. But then when I hit that two and he went down, I definitely saw it in his eyes. That's when I turned to my coach, and actually a funny moment because they were cheering, and then my coach had this look on his face like, go get him. And I turned around, I'm like, what? I saw him standing up. I'm like, no way. But he kind of wobbled, and of course they called it, which I was thankful for. But like I said, when he went down, man, I saw his eyes were completely rolling, and I didn't think he'd stand up. But yeah, he did, but we got it done.
Yeah, and I know you've obviously had a lot of great knockouts between your MMA and kickboxing careers. Where do you feel like that one ranks on your highlights?
I was telling my coach, man, that's one of the best. Just the whole atmosphere. Everybody was complaining about the morning card, and that's about the same time we train anyway. We're in Denver, so we're 2 hours back. But I was fighting about 12:30. Practice starts about 10. So that didn't bother me. And the crowd was on fire this morning. The fight before me, I was like, man, there's quite a bit of people there. And then my opponent walked out first, and he had an awesome walkout song, and it was firing me up, and then the crowd was getting fired up, and I was like, damn, this is going to be fun. And he was a great dance partner, man. I told him in the ring after, I could feel his energy. He had a little smirk. I had a little smirk. I'm like, all right, man, we're going to do this, and we did it.
We were sitting back here, so we couldn't really hear the walkout songs. But was it something you knew, or was it just something in the moment?
No, I didn't know, but it was something by the Who. I know now, and I'm gonna jam that for sure before practice. Oh, it's on the playlist, no doubt. But it was perfect. I think it was fitting for him. The crowd loved it, and I was back there. I was getting it. And then, of course, my walkout song I absolutely love, and it gets people fired up. So. Yeah, it was just good vibes all morning, all morning, and in the fight as well.
Yeah, the coffee's flowing. I'm sure there was some alcohol flowing out there as well. The crowd was into it. For you, number 15 right now, you beat a tough guy. I know he doesn't have a ranking next to his name, but he's done really solidly so far. So I guess where do you feel like that throws you? Do you get like a top 10 guy next?
I think so, man. I hope so. They had offered a couple guys ranked higher than me for June. I wasn't quite ready with some injuries that I had, I was dealing with before in my last fight, and but they had offered Jung, and I knew it was going to be a tough test. I knew he was solid, had that long unbeaten streak and very worthy, and I just put it in my mind I had to defend my spot. Jumping in the top 15 and fighting that fight first, that's pretty risky. I had more nerves this fight than usual, but I'm such a veteran. I knew that they were going to work in my favor. And, the guy that was working my corner, part of the commission, he told me afterwards, man, I got one word for you, composure. He's like, from the time I saw you walk in, you were completely composed. And I felt cool, calm, collected, and went out there and did my thing. I knew it was going to be a great day.
You've had a lot of fights in your career, but I think the thing that you're hitting at this point from an outsider's perspective is you're kind of finding consistency. Like even when you take a step back, you end up continue to move forward. Is there something that you've done differently over these recent fights to kind of maybe continue to move in the right direction, even if you have to take a step back once in a while?
Not really. It's just being consistent. It's something our coach talks about all the time, man. Consistency is key, and it's the one thing that you can't teach. You gotta keep showing up and taking your licks and daily, man. You just got to stick with the grind. And I think at this point in my career, I've just, I tell people all the time I've been through it to get to it, and that truly it has a lot of meaning to me. And I value this spot where I'm at right now more than maybe a younger guy would. I got in here early, got cut, I was released, and continued fighting. And it just means a lot to me, man, where I stand and how I work daily.
Great, thanks.
Dustin, right here. Do you kind of feel, right here, Jim Greasehaber, MMA Weekly, it almost feels like destiny. I mean, just all the time that you spent, and you take the long route, and you're here, then you're gone, and you take the kickboxing, and you just said you're appreciating it more now, but that whole route, it seems like destiny that you're here right now, and you're making this run right now, and it was meant to be in this time.
100%, man. I truly believe that. Truly believe I'm destined for greatness, and I always saw myself in this spot. It just took a little bit longer to get here, and I appreciate it more because of that. And you can hear it in my voice. It truly does mean a lot to me.
And we talked a lot about you being an athlete and all the experience you have in all the different sports. Do you feel like physically you're peaking right now in your prime?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm in my prime right now, and I've just stuck with it, stuck to the grind, and I've never I took a little bit of time off in 2018. I actually thought I was done. I thought I was going to be done fighting. I broke my arm twice, and just got back in, got back after it, got back in helping some teammates, and my coach got me back in, and we had some good talks, and yeah, man, I've just stuck with it, and everything that's unfolding right now is exactly what I pictured, 10 years ago. I just didn't know it was going to take 10 years.
And the last one for me, seeing you here last time and then now here around with all the events and in the hotel, you're just smiling. You're loose. You're just, there's no tension. It doesn't look like any pressure. It just seems like you're really just having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun and just enjoying the moment. And yeah, that's why it was weird because I was so nervous this fight. And I don't know if I don't do a good job of showing it. People probably didn't think that, but deep down every night, just having dreams, having visions of losing, people, saying, oh, good fight, me telling them, man, it wasn't a good fight. I know I'm better than that. But I knew deep down, I knew those nerves were going to play in my favor. Like I said, I'm a veteran. I've been here. I knew I was going to be super sharp. I really felt it. I felt cool, calm, collected in the back. I can't say that enough, man. I just felt really calm. I just knew something good was going to happen. And it was just so fun. I can't say it enough, dancing with that guy. From his walkout to staring at him in the octagon, he had that little smile. I had the smile. I just knew it was going to be fun. And it was a lot of fun.
Sure,
and the crowd helped too, man. The crowd was on fire this morning. I loved it.
Thank you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Good. Cool.
Hey, Dustin, Mike from 77 WABC. Quick question for you. So you trained for this for, let's say, a few months here, cut weight, you win the fight now. What's the first thing you do when you go home?
So actually next week I got a little guys golf trip planned, going to the Lake of the Ozarks. A big time golfer, my coach and I, and a couple coaches and I, we play once, twice a week. And yeah, I got a trip next week. I'm going to go play some golf and hang out.
And then a follow-up from that. So what's your go-to cheat meal now after you've been cutting for a few months? Obviously, you're probably looking for some good food here. You got a cheat meal you go to now?
Yeah, I love Italian. I love pizza. I've got some pizza from last night at this Italian spot that I would have dominated, but, I knew I had the fight today. I couldn't get after, but I can't wait to get back there and chow down.
Enjoy it, man. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.